Okay, Lorraine, thanks for coming in to see me today.
You're welcome.
You know why we're here today. We're here to resolve the grievance of Craig Turner, one of your rental staff. He's raised a few issues with the supervisor, so we're trying to get on top of it before obviously gets any bigger than it needs to be. So I'll start off by raising the concerns that he's got. From what he's expressed to his supervisor, he's feeling as though he's definitely going to lose his job during this restructure process, and he feels as though the company is definitely not going to be training him and upskilling him. So his concerns are all based around the longevity of his job. He feels as though the company is obviously lying or not going to support him during this restructure process. We know ourselves that it's JKO Industries' firm policy to upskill everyone, and they're definitely not going to be letting go of their skilled labour. And that was rolled out to everyone during the first presentation, so I'm not sure as to why he's feeling that way. Maybe a slip of information maybe, but he also has a discrepancy with his pay. He feels as though he's being underpaid compared to other people in his industry. Also needs to just come to some understanding as to why he's feeling that way, and I'm not sure if that's also a shared point of view on the floor, or if it's just him. So I just want to know how you feel about the whole process. Do you have any, just get some understanding as to maybe to identify some gaps as to why he's feeling this way and how he's gotten to this point?
Yeah, I understand why you feel that way, because he actually hasn't been trying yet. Some other operator did, but he hasn't had any training, so I can understand he feels worried about it. We haven't provided the time frame for the restructure process as well, so he could feel very lost and think that we're not going to keep him.
Okay.
But about the pay, we gave everyone a contract when they start working with us, so I don't understand why he thinks he doesn't get the right pay. He signed his contract, so he always knew how much he would get paid. What we could do is just show him the contract that he signed, just to prove him that we discussed it.
Yeah, right. So the time frame for the whole restructure, obviously we're not going to be training everybody at the same time all at once. It's going to be a few people at a time. Maybe that information hasn't been passed on good enough, and he feels as though because he hasn't been trained yet, he's not going to get trained at all. Is that what you're sort of saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. And how does this? Obviously, this is the first time you're hearing about this information. How does this make you feel that Craig's feeling this way?
I feel concerned about the employee. I feel bad for him, and I don't want him to leave. He's a good worker, and I feel like maybe I could give him more information as well. But I'm not working hard to build a strong team, passionate about my job, and I want to try to fix this issue quickly.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's never easy when you're doing your best as well, and you hear people out there are actually struggling a bit with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess from this, it doesn't seem like anyone's directly to blame for anything. Maybe there's been a lack of information from the business as well, but nothing ever gets rolled out perfectly. But there's always more we can do. So I wanted to work through maybe getting some ideas down, and we can work a little action plan out together.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I suggest is first that you meet with Craig face to face, because you haven't had a chance to sit down, just I guess hear his concerns and discuss them one-on-one. So I'll note this down. So I guess if you were to meet with Craig, you'd be happy to do that first, yeah, and just go through his concerns with him, and maybe provide him with his employee contract agreement, which has all his pay conditions in it. Hopefully that will diffuse some of the uncertainty he's feeling about his pay. So from what I'm hearing from Craig, I'm wondering if maybe that's also being felt on the floor from other people. So I think it's best that myself, you and manager from our sales department, all have another staff meeting where we'll get all staff together to do another presentation and roll this information out again, but this time we'll include the information for the time frame for the training and maybe the actual strategy for the training to be rolled out, because I know we touched on it in the first presentation, as the training will be provided and the upskilling opportunities, but like you mentioned, it's probably the time frame that's actually concerning people now, because it hasn't been, some people are training and some people have been left out so far, so I guess yeah, we'll touch on that and get this presentation knocked up, so I'll leave that in your hands to do, but because obviously you're aware of it now, and you can discuss with the other manager to work that out and get a time that suits everyone. The other issue, I guess, that was brought up, so I actually forgot to mention, was the rumours of industrial action coming up between the sales and rental staff, disputing obviously just the restructure and the pay conditions. From what I've heard, it's there's not much weight carried behind it. I think it is just a couple of disgruntled employees, but I think it's mainly due to this information not being conveyed well enough. So if we just have this, I think if we focus on giving the correct information, and it will be able to diffuse that situation. I don't think we need to tackle that aggressively at this point in time. So also, I think in that meeting we have an enterprise bargaining agreement coming up where the employees will be able to renegotiate their pay scales and their pay conditions, remunerations and whatnot. So I guess that having that knowledge that's in the near future, that will probably assist Craig in feeling a lot more stable with his pay as well, because he's going to be able to, if he does think other organisations are being paid more for the same role, this will offer them the time to raise those issues, and we can be more competitive with what we're paying people if we feel that's necessary. So are you happy to roll out that presentation and get all that information together? So we'll touch on the enterprise bargaining agreement, and we'll make sure we discuss the time frames and the strategy for when the training is going to be rolled out, people on the floor. And just, we really need to reinforce that it's JKL's policy to retain its people, and they are our number one concern at this point in time, is retaining skilled workers. So yeah, I guess from that point, conduct that meeting. So we'll just have our planning that meeting, and then we'll obviously go on to conducting the meeting. So yeah, you happy with that? To run through that? I'll provide you with this copy here, so you take that away today, and yeah, just speak to your other managers, and then CC me or get back in touch, and we can meet, or me to come up with a time that suits everybody. Is there any other concerns you wanted to discuss, or anything else you want to bring up that you think would
that's good.
help the situation? Okay, well thanks for your time, Arun, anyway, and yeah, I hope we can resolve this issue without it being escalated any further.